Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video. Today I have another double challenge. I am doing the Secret Not Secret Kit Club's Uniquely You challenge, as well as Moira's sketch challenge for Mercy Tiara's Spring Inspiration series. So there's the one about Uniquely You. I just had a scrapbook me, basically, and something about me. And then I'm incorporating that sketch. So you see I'm just lining up those three photos. There's three photos in that sketch that are small portrait photos, so I'm trying to take it pretty literally. I'm going through my jet black stack from Die Cuts with a View and just pulling out some black and white papers. I just wanted to make this one black and white and kind of just keep it kind of simple. I just wanted to do that sketch as literally as I could on a 12 by 12 format. My skirt is black and white, so I figured doing a black and white layout would really draw your focus to the photos, just because the photos are still color. So just that little bit of brown wood tone really draws your eye, which I really liked. But honestly, I looked at that sketch and I thought it was going to be perfect. So the sketch has a long portrait type styled paper behind everything, and then it has a few scalloped pieces going off to the right. So that I'm just trying to line that up there. I'm trying to find an actual scalloped design border piece in the kit, but I end up going back to the stripe and punching a scallop out of it. So you'll see that in a minute. I really liked that there was a stripe as the main layer, just because there's journaling going up under the photos, and I thought that would be really nice. I already have my line, so all I'd have to do is write directly on that paper. So that's already my plan. I'm just cutting this stripe because I want it to line up with that same paper. I don't want it to look like it's two separate pieces. So you'll see once I do line it up, it looks like it's one piece that's stretched across that whole area, and there's that floral that just goes over it. So I like how that looks. That was a Martha Stewart punch. I love that scalloped one with all the little dots punched out. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. This one's a really quick page. I love sketch pages because you can just follow the sketch. You don't have to think too hard. There is a circular element above those photos, so I'm just going to use a doily for that. And then there are some layered florals in the sketch over there, so I'm going to fussy cut some florals out of this pattern paper. So I sped this part up a lot. But I just want to cut out a few of the florals and the leaves that I can cluster up in that area. There's also a horizontal scallop going across the bottom of the page over the title area that also has a floral cluster, so I'm going to cluster in both of those areas. This is when I met Bennet in the hospital for the first time, the day he was born. This one is going in my book. I already scrapbooked this in Bennet's, but I'm finally getting to the pages in my own book chronologically where he is born. So that's why you're starting to see repeat Bennet pages, because I'm doing them for me as well as the ones that I did for his baby album. I'm going to go ahead and get this doily glued down. I know that's going to go up there. And I know this whole piece is going to go in that area just because that's where it is in the sketch. I wanted to make sure that ampersand in the bottom right corner is showing, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down. I know that's where it's going to go for sure. And now I'm just trying to find that horizontal scalloped piece that's going to go on the bottom. I really liked this one. It was already a scallop, so I'm just going to keep it how it is. And again, I'm layering it right where it is in the sketch. I do end up moving it up a little bit because the title is supposed to go under that scallop. And my title, the alphas I decide to use are thickers that are a bit larger, so I do move it up some so it can fit that in. But I don't know what letters I'm using at this time, so I'm just going to go ahead and continue with the florals since that's the next thing I see in the sketch. I need some more florals though for those two areas, I'm realizing, so I'm going back to fussy cut a few more. I think I'm almost done. I just wanted a few more. I needed a few more big pieces I can tuck behind the smaller leaves and such. But now I'm realizing that I want to go with these root beer float thickers, so I'm going to move that scallop up a little bit. I'm just going to use those thickers to say Auntie, because this is about me being an aunt. I already was an aunt. I have an older brother who has 2 kids. They live in South Dakota though, so you don't see very many pictures of them. We don't get to see them too often. But I'm just going to title this, Just Call Me Auntie. I'm just using Tim Holt's title little label. You see them there. For the first part of the title, I really want Auntie to be the main part of that though, just because that's my title now for Bennet. So I'm just getting that down, and then I'll go ahead and layer all those florals. This is a really fun sketch. It's very clean and it gives you options to add more if you want, but it's very simple as far as the layering, so it's very doable for anybody. I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling where it's noted in the sketch on the right side of those lines. It's just saying how I was so happy to finally meet him. I was blessed to be able to call myself his aunt. I think I'm almost done. I am going to do some Nuvo drops in a few areas just to add a little bit of embellishment. Other than that, I keep it really clean. It's really simple. I'm trying this whole weekend, although this will be after the weekend when you see this, to kind of just do fresh, easy, clean pages. So I'm kind of continuing that trend. But there are the close-ups. So thanks guys for watching. Bye.